Welcome back to Bonanza Disc Golf and to another episode of New Kid in the Bag. This is part 2 of my Daredevil discs New Kid in the Bag, where I take discs from one manufacturer that I haven't tried or that's underrepresented and see if we can get into the UDisc Top 10 at a course that's new to me, playing completely blind. If you don't want spoilers, go ahead and check out the last video on my channel before you come back and watch this. So far, we're one down on the front. We've already retired one disc, which is the Sasquatch, because it's just a little, it's not that it's too flippy, it's just way too big for my hand. It says 13 speed, feels more like a 14 or 15, which is funny because the Albatross here is a 14 speed. Maybe because the parting line is higher, it fits my hand a little more comfortably. Still not super comfortable, but we have essentially 8 discs now that we're playing with. And so far, I think we've thrown all of them. Yeah. Oh, except for the agapogo, which is a very floppy feeling 9.4, -2.5, which honestly flies more like a 9.304 probably. To get into the UDisc Top 10, we need to shoot 6 down, and we're down 1, but we have 4 birdies. So we've just been throwing out of bounds a lot, which I'm calling all roads, fence lines, sidewalks, and water. There's no tee pads or anything, so I'm just kind of making it up as we go, but heading on to hole number 10, hopefully we can get these last 5 birdies on the back 9. That's tough. Looks like we are gonna be playing from the shorts on this next one because there are people in the fairway, but it's honestly a little bit tighter of a line anyways, maybe, I don't know. We'll count this as payment for the provisional that I had to take on the last hole, which you should go and watch after this video, or maybe before. All right, I think we're finally gonna whip out the agapogo for this hole. It's flex forehand. I think it's 300 from the longs and like 250 from the shorts. Floppy disc though. I'm gonna change this tee to the short. Oh, it's only 220, so it's perfect distance for a flex forehand with this guy. This thing is so weird. All right, if I hit the first tree though, you guys can't laugh while I'm here. You gotta wait for me to go about 100 feet, then you can laugh. Okay, sounds good. There you go. Thank you. Well, got the laughter from the gallery. Now I kind of wish that I threw over him into, no, I'm just kidding. Man, okay, I think because it's so floppy, it just kind of held that line straight. I thought it was gonna flex out. Also, it gripped my fingers way more than I expected, so we have a little upshot in. This is not how you wanna start if you wanna get 5 down on the back. Kind of gonna go for the throw-in with the woodchuck on the backhand, but we do have a wind pushing us down here. Oh, come on. Just a little higher, that was so good. Man, if this thing wasn't so floppy, I kind of like the flight out of it. 2.2, -1.0. I mean, flight numbers don't really mean a ton. It's kind of really nice. I'm not like the biggest fan of any of the premium plastics that I felt out of Daredevil. If this mold was run in some other plastics, I might be interested in it because it is relatively flippy, kind of pure-like, but a little deeper. But man, I almost rang that up. That would've been sick. Any damage on the agapogo? Not quite, but this one's getting retired too. I wanted to throw it at least once to see if it would change my mind, and just holds on to my fingers a little bit too long. It makes it very uncomfortable. All right, let's hope that's one of the only ones, if not the only one that we miss on the back. Honestly, my new goal is just to get 2 more birdies real fast, so I make sure I'm 3 down at least. 250 feet straight ahead of us. I think this might be time to actually throw the bighorn. I think it's gonna be a little more stable than I think, so maybe slight anhyzer. There is a headwind now, because we're coming back the opposite way of hole number 1. Should be able to make this happen. It's a little bit deep. It's not quite as deep as the Sky God, but close. This is a deep feeling putter. Maybe Hellbender on a forehand. That's definitely gotta be it. I think Hellbender on a forehand, because that opens up the fairway a little bit more. We're gonna go the premium plastic one, because I think it flies a little farther. Just shape it on an anhyzer, back to the basket. Should be good. A little nose up, but get there. That's fine. That's a putt. It's not a great putt. It's a little too nose up. It would have kept penetrating left if it was more nose down. I do want to see how this bighorn would fly though, because we've only really putt with it, which I've liked as a putter. It's a little too deep for my liking, but we'll try to throw the bighorn here. I like the stamp on it too. It's pretty cool. Well, the bighorn's parked, so. This is probably where I should have, since we're going slightly uphill into a headwind, disced up to a mid-range. And I think that the Pteranodon is fine for that. Maybe slightly flippy. Should be a makeable putt though. I think we're just inside, if not just outside, which neither makes that big of a difference. We could definitely make this putt. It's like 30, 35 feet. Got it. Oh my gosh, are you joking? That's 3 off the middle top band. Wow. I don't normally have trouble leaving them too high. All right, hole 12, they're calling this 326 up the gut to the right. Headwind, there's that big outside line right there. If I had 450 feet consistently, I'd go up the right side. Straight up the gut seems like a good line. Hyzer flip a Timberwolf maybe? I could throw the Albatross, but I've really been liking the Timberwolf, and I've been getting it 320 relatively consistently, so Hyzer flip, make sure, I just gotta push that high ceiling. We can make this happen. Well, I for sure pushed the high ceiling. I for sure pushed the high ceiling. All right, nice little upshot. I wish I had my rangefinder, but this definitely looks like it's within range of the Hellbender Salamander. Could be the killer whale too. I think I get a little bit better with the killer whale. So I think we're gonna try that. It's the slightly, for me, the basier plastic. I feel like they fly pretty similarly, honestly. I don't quite know the difference, but just get up and down nice and simple. Oh, very deep, okay. It's very straight. This honestly reminds me a lot of the Jokery that I've really liking. I think the Jokery just feels a little bit better in the hand. Nice stuff. I think I need all the rest of these though. Oh, I can miss one. All right, so it looks like we're gonna actually get to unleash on one. Par 4, all the way down into the left. I'm losing a lot of distance right now as I'm working on my form, so I think I'm really capping around 360, 380. But I already threw this one 365, it's 14 speed, maybe it gives me a little extra distance. It says 620 to the pin, so hopefully we give ourselves a nice, easy upshot into the basket. A little flex up the gut, give it the height in case it is flippier when thrown a lot faster so that it can get out of it. Yes, ripped it. See how far that is? Not very, probably close to 360, I would guess. It's calling us, hey, right on the money, 360. That is so weak. Guarded by some trees. How far does it say we are to the basket? What was that, 250 feet maybe? I think that could be the putter, the bighorn, but we have not thrown the Pteranodon in a while. It says 4.6 -2.1, seems a little more stable than that, but I think slight hyzer up this gut, especially with the low ceiling. We don't have to throw anything crazy high because it's a mid-range. It's only a 4-speed, but it's very domey. Get flippy, dude. Stop, what the heck? That's really disappointing. That is so much more stable than the numbers suggest. I don't know if it's just because it's so domey or what, but this is much more flying like a 0.1 or 0.2. Maybe try a woodchuck shot again. I don't want to have to hit that small gap though. I want to hit the big gap and flex it. So I think we're gonna go with the killer whale Hellbender. Nah, too straight. Good shot though. Nice, easy par. All right, we officially need to get everything. And that's just a hard mentality to be in, but we're gonna see if we can let it make us thrive. I knew this challenge would be difficult, you know, instead of just getting under par, actually like shooting a good round. Much more difficult than I anticipated, both times so far. I think it's gonna actually be a feat if I win one of these instead of, especially while I'm doing the 4 chains. Okay, hole 14. All right, hole 14 is guarded right in the middle of that tree line. Looks like there is actually a forehand route down here. I just really wish I had a stable, there's just nothing really stable in these discs. So I'm wondering if they're more for beginners, which like they're fun. I think it has to be albatross skip shot, but this grass isn't the most skippy. I could just try to go up the gut and like get through something. Honestly, this forehand route is probably the most open play. So that's what we're gonna move you guys to see. Everything else is kind of poke and hope. To me, I think a lot of it is like, I don't really control what companies send me out as their lineups or even what companies make. And I think a lot of these are much better for more beginners or player with slightly slower arm speeds. I don't even think I have like the craziest arm speed right now, especially as I'm figuring things out, but I don't know if any of these would really fit like slots that are staples in my bag. Dump, 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 sit. Obi long. Well, that brings us back to even, which is unfortunate. Maybe I need to be relying on Timberwolf more, relying on my hyzer throws more. Maybe my form is breaking down, I'm sure I'll know that in the edit, but I'm definitely getting tired and hungry and it's humid. 4 more holes, we need 3 birdies. I wanna at least make sure that we're under par. All right, this course definitely has its teeth. 280 foot uphill here. This is a pretty solid course, honestly. Especially if you keep your OB rules relatively strict. I think we're going Timberwolf. Gotta keep it low, kind of nose up, which should help it to stay straight, but also get under this low ceiling and up the hill. Not an easy shot here. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Yes, yes, let's go. Great shot, thank God. Got a birdie, hey, that's one. 1 out of the 3 that we need on these last 4. We can make it happen. All right, big headwind with the right to left push. Straight down the hill, it's like 250 feet, I think. Super simple looking. I was thinking the bighorn, kind of the P2-ish guy, but I think we're gonna throw one of the Hellbenders. Probably killer whale. It seems slightly less stable. I don't know if it actually is, but base plastics always seem to be, and then it won't like hit and skip as much, I don't think. Keep it on slight hyzer as it goes down, or maybe just flat, but we gotta make sure that the nose stays down the hill. Kept the nose down, just 2 down. Yeah, oh, I should have thrown that. That's so much glidier. And so much parkier. All right, we're gonna go for a little throw in here because we need to. Little woodchuck. Too low. Under par is good at new courses. I have to keep reminding myself of that sometimes when I'm like, oh, this is this shape, and then I get it wrong. It's like you never played it before. You can't expect yourself to be perfect, even though I always do. It's a bad habit. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I don't quite believe this. This says that it's 310 feet to the basket over there. Oh no, it's probably in the B position, which is 398, awesome. That's just what I need, an unreachable hole with the disc that I have. I think we gotta go albatross and see if we can get ourselves a circle 2 look. Maybe circle 1, but I need like basically hyzer power. I could also put down, I might try the roller actually, with the other retired disc, the Sasquatch. I think if I get down the roller, that might give us our best opportunity because we need the birdie no matter what. Stand cut, stand cut, stand cut, stand cut. Too flippy. Not too, I just missed my aim point. I was aiming in between those trees. That might be some sort of look though. I mean, that's down there. Timberwolf. That's the best line. That's actually gonna do it. Timberwolf's all you need, baby. Holy crap, I think I sparked. We got ourselves a decent way up here. That was good. Roller was the good choice here as compared to air shot. That was the smart golf move. I think my putt can reach here. Oh, flip plays for sure. I think I could try the throw in with the forehand, but honestly, I think my putt is a little more accurate and I'll stay closer. And I know I can make it from this distance. We're probably, what, 100 feet? My legs are very tired right now, but don't think about that. Think about making the putt. This is gonna be a phenomenal highlight for the channel. Oh, wow. Literally another foot and that's in. Also, Timberwolf roller, pretty solid, inside the circle. Timberwolf birdie. No, wasn't to be. I like that bighorn, I like the Timberwolf. I think these hellbenders are pretty good if you're a little bit newer. And zones are just too overstable, but you like the profile more than you like maybe a jokery. Like I really like a jokery. And these feel pretty similar, but a little less, just more zone-like, a little more shallow than a jokery, I think. So, all right, with that par there, we basically guaranteed that we won't be getting our 3 down, unfortunately. So that's gonna take us to hole 18, 343. We are down 1, so we need a par here because if I don't beat par, that adds a disc. We're just gonna call it that. So right now we're at 2 discs being given away. Don't wanna make it 3. Really just wanna get up on the island. I'm thinking Timberwolf, honestly. Little headwind though, and that one little tree with all those dangling branches worries me, but the Timberwolf has been the most reliable disc for me so far. I feel like, honestly though, the albatross, I feel more comfortable getting there on the fly, as long as I hit this initial gap. But the Timberwolf has been so, I think the gumminess makes me not really trust it as much as the albatross, unfortunately. My only hesitation is that sometimes when I hyzer, if I don't follow through, I'll hyzer up and it'll hit this stuff up here, instead of trying to throw the albatross flat and hard and just getting out there, which I think I'm gonna do, and then I'll throw the Timberwolf as a second. No, it's just not, it's just a little too big. It's just, we're on Timberwolf. I can do this. Yeah, I can, baby. Yes, I can. Let's go. Let's go, that's a putt for the birdie. Nice and framed up to make a sweet final putt with the bighorn. Sad day. Maybe I should have used the woodchuck. Or maybe I should have straddled, but I wanted to get the framing. And the putt was pretty inconsequential. 1 down, not the end of the world. But let me give you my final thoughts on Daredevil discs. They're doing cool things, but I just don't know if any of it works for me necessarily. So, I honestly don't think that any of these I would really consider for my bag. The Timberwolf is a really good mold, I think. I think a different plastic, not necessarily the Flex Performance. I wish that there was a mix between the Flex Performance and then this is high performance, yeah, a Flex and a high performance because because I really like the tackiness of this, but it's just so floppy. Whereas this is relatively stiffer, but it's also, it doesn't have as much like good tack to it. So I think that the Timberwolf is good. I think that, I mean, a disc that reminds me of a lot of other discs, the Bighorn is also really good. Like I would definitely throw this and potentially putt with it. It's a little deep for me. And then the Killer Whale is just a solid zone-ish disc, a little shallower here, a little more round, maybe a little more puddle top, very comfortable. Like it's much straighter. It's much more true to 4402. This course was super interesting. Really sad that I only shot one down. It's definitely scoreable, but it puts a lot of danger in your head, which I think is really good for a course, especially at a park style like this. So if you're in the area, I would definitely consider playing it. 2 of these discs are gonna be on the community tab for a poll, luckily not 3 since I beat par. So go ahead and vote over there. But if you wanna see the first video in this series, check it out right up here. Otherwise, check out my Gateway Discs New Kid in the Bag. I think that you'll definitely like that as well. Subscribe, like, join my Patreon, all those things. This is definitely fun. I can't wait to do more. I have a lot of these lined up. Okay, love you.